Welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Today we're headed to Elk Neck State Park in Northeast Maryland. Well, we're on the road for the last camping trip of the season, and we're headed to Elk Neck State Park. It's a little over 2 hours from here. All right, so I'll bring you back when we roll in there. We have our site set up. We are in the Northeast Loop, which is full hookup, water, sewer, and electric, and we are in Site 3. So as you can see, we got a paved driveway, a gravel site, and as you know, I love wooded sites, and at Elk Neck State Park, this is wooded. So you can see I don't have the awning out because it's kind of windy. I do have my mat. They always provide a picnic table and a fire ring. Harley is getting ready for her walk. I have my stove out. My little table that I put the stove on. It was perfectly level side to side, so I didn't have to do anything to adjust it side to side. And of course front to back, I just set the lever and dropped those down. You can see we're right next to the bathrooms. This is a quick walkthrough. You can see the bathrooms are clean, they're well maintained, and that's true in every camping loop in the park. The bathrooms are in great shape. And over there is the bathroom and shower, though we have full hookup. And you see I put it as far over as I could to give me more room out here. And then here's all of our hookup side. They do have 50 or 30 amp. I went with the 30 because that's all I need. We're on the water line from the campground, and we do have a sewer hookup. So I got all this set up. You see it run through my filter. Really nice site. We'll do a walk around the loop so you can see, but there are three other campers here that I joined them. So they're helping me out as I learn this whole process. So with me on this trip is Miss Harley Caroline. Anything to say, Harley? So she is ready for her walk. I'd like to give you a little review of Elk Neck State Park, and what I want to tell you is this is a beautiful state park on a peninsula. It's got the Northeast River on one side, the Elk River on the other, and the head of the Chesapeake Bay at the tip where Point Lighthouse is. It's a large state park in Maryland. It has multiple trails of varying difficulty for biking and hiking. There is a beach that you can swim at, a nice sandy beach. You can launch your kayaks and your canoes over there. You can hike out to the lighthouse. Don't forget to check out the movie Absolute Power. You'll be able to see that lighthouse in the movie. There is a kind of a marina store and boat launch area where you can dump up to 4 boats at a time in there, so it can handle a lot of volume. That's on the Elk River side. The swimming beach is on the Northeast River side. The campground has loops that include full hookup, which I'm in right now, that allow pets, and some of the more primitive sites that don't have hookups and don't allow pets. If you don't have a camper and you still want to enjoy the park, they have a number of rustic cabins that are available for rent, and some of them sit right on the bluff above the river. Really pretty spot. The campground is well maintained. The rangers here are super friendly. There's a camp store, there's a laundromat, there's a nature center. The check-in process is super easy. You do reserve a spot here through Reserve America. You have to do that pretty early to get a site, especially one of the full hookup sites. And as far as cost, I think for the weekend, so that's 2 nights, with taxes and all the fees for doing that online, it came to maybe $42 a night. So it's relatively affordable considering what you get. It is my kind of campground in that it's primarily wooded sites, and I love the wooded sites. I did spend a lot of time down here as a kid, so I'm familiar with the area. There's great restaurants nearby, so you'll see Woody's in the video, and there's plenty to do, especially if you like the nautical stuff. If you like boating and fishing, swimming in the bay, this is a great spot. And it's a rather large park, so don't be afraid to come down here and enjoy this place. This park gets 2 thumbs up. It is really nice. So when you come into the campground area, they do have a camp registration station, but you don't have to get out of your vehicle to register, because they have it set up really nice where you can go right through the lanes. There is a 12-foot clearance, so you got to know your air depth. And they also have the pipes here to give you a clue. So they can get you in quickly as you come up to the check-in area. And you have to go through this point to get to all of them. So here's how they use their lanes. 1 and 2 is check-in information, visitors. Lane 3 is the gate code required, so you have pretty good security here. And then lane 4 is in case you have a unit over 12. There's no canopy roof for that. At the Maryland State Parks, you reserve your spot through Reserve America. So, I was paid in full. I came up, they had my map ready for me. They told me the rules. And told me, where to turn to get to my site. It was one of the easiest check-ins I've ever done. So, rangers here really know what they're doing. They do a good job. Here you can see the park. This is where the campground is, and the lighthouse is out here. This is private. There's homes in that section. Hey, the rangers are really friendly, willing to help, trying to make your stay extra special. And I really appreciate that, because a lot of times you think about rangers enforcing rules and that kind of stuff. They're really just trying to make sure everybody has a great time. I appreciate the hard work they do to make the park experience enjoyable. They do have a laundromat. So there's bathrooms in the laundromat, and they have washing machines are $2.25. The dryers are $2. So it costs you $4 to do the laundry. They are the extra large commercial washers by Maytag. They also have a park store. You can get everything you forgot. How you doing? Here you can see it. They have basic items that you would need: drinks, ice, camping supplies, firewood, some canned goods, shoes, some trailer stuff, and some clothes. So it's well stocked in there. Here's the playground area. Callum would love to play on that thing. Elk Neck State Park does have a nature center where they put on programs and you can learn about the kind of animals and things that are here. And they're opening tomorrow from 3 to 5. Yeah, they can put on events, rain or shine, so we like that. And I can even see inside here, they have some of the creatures under the heat lamps. Here we can see the cabins. And they do have a bathroom right by them because they're rustic cabins. Of course, these cabins are right on the bluff by the water. So if you don't have an RV and you don't want to sleep in a tent, you can stay in a cabin. One word of caution: in the rustic cabins, you can't take pets. It's pets prohibited. So just keep that in mind. I'm headed to the beach area. There is a fee for the day use area, for the beach area, but if you're camping, that's all included in your campsite fee. So the tag that you have on your window gets you through without having to pay an additional fee. So you can see they do have a beach you can swim at on the Northeast River, the head of the Chesapeake Bay. The wind's howling a little bit. You can launch your canoes and your kayaks over here. In addition to having a beach that you can swim on, they have a boat ramp area called Rogues Harbor. So here you can see the boat ramps. So you can put 4 in at a time. Of course, we're here in October, so not a lot of use in October. There you see a nest on top of that light. Okay, so we're going to take a hike out to Point Lighthouse. So what we're going to do, we are parked here, we are going to hike out here to the lighthouse. And that is the Chesapeake Bay. Turn the heat on out there for us.
Yeah, it's all warmed up.
How you doing?
Hello. Can I better him?
Yeah.
Good morning.
There we go. Got it. Thank you. How was your walk out there? Pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. When I come up the bay from Baltimore, I would use this lighthouse so I knew which river to take.
Turn in.
Yeah.
They usually have it open when they're...
Yeah. Right in the center, you'll see a tuft of trees. That's the Hart Miller Island. Fairleigh Creek to the left, and just beyond that to the right would be the entrance to the Patapsco River up to Baltimore. There's two channels that come up this way, and the stripers congregate up here before they head out to the ocean. So this is good striper fishing a little bit later in the fall and also in the spring. We're at Woody's Crab House and have a little meal. Now, Woody's Crab House has great food. Food is so good here that I would imagine Olivia and Stone from 7 is Enough will probably end up doing a review of this restaurant in the future. If you're in Northeast Maryland and you want to have a great meal together at reasonable prices, really good seafood, Woody's is your place. In today's edition of Cooking in Cast Iron, we're going to make a hamburger vegetable soup in the cast iron Dutch oven. So this is a simple soup to make, doesn't take a lot of work. Beef broth, got about a pound of hamburger, it's 80-20, an onion. Also add garlic, sea salt, parsley mix. And we have a farm store that packages this stuff, Echo Hill down the street from us. So just got some mixed vegetables. I'm gonna throw it all together and see what it looks like. So I got the meat down there browning, and I chopped up some onion. Put the onion in there, I got the other half to do. Once that browns up, we're gonna add our broth and our vegetables. It's coming together. It is a chilly day, by the way. It's supposed to go down to 39 tonight. Got everything browned up. We're now going to add our frozen vegetables, and we'll put the beef stock in there. There we go. Okay, now that we got the vegetables in there, we're going to put a little sea salt, garlic, and parsley in there. We'll add a little of that in there. We're going to add our beef broth. So we'll cook that up and see how it looks in our cast iron pot. Your BBB tip of the day. If you like a tomato base, add a little bit of ketchup. Give a little dollop in there. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Alright, it's starting to look pretty good. Really starting to look good. Almost ready. On such a chilly day, that's going to taste awesome. Alright, I'll bring you back when it's done. Here's our finished soup. Dawn, what do you think of that soup?
It is yummy.
You
Good
heard
flavor.
it here. You heard it here first. See, Tim is working that soup. The hams are hammering their soup. And salad, soup and salad. A good first night here at Elk Neck State Park. Every night has to end with a Tim Hoffman campfire. If you found this video interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. It helps me out a lot. Also, ring that bell. You'll be notified every time I put up a new video. And also give the video a thumbs up. That helps too. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Thanks for watching.